Another unboxing video on Chelmswood Junction. What could it be this time? Let's find out, shall we? Roll the intros. Hello YouTubers and welcome back to Chelmswood Junction. I'm Peter. Today we are going to be doing a unboxing and programming of a loco that I've had for a while. Now it's not had a decoder put into it as of yet. It's a complete brand new loco. I've had it for about 2-3 months now. Completely forgot that I had it. I just put it into my box of all my empty boxes. Was having to sort out and tidy up today, and I came across it. I was like, let's do an unboxing video. So without further ado guys, let's get down to the workbench and let's have a look, see what this one is. So as you can clearly see guys, it is a Hornby and we have a Class 67 and this one is 67024 and it is the Belmont British Pullman. And just for you guys that like to know, it is Hornby R3774 DB Class 67 Belmont British Pullman, and like I said, it's 67024. It's a DCC ready loco, so if you are a DC only operation railway, then this is perfect for your railway. You take it out of the box, put it onto your track, and away it goes. Obviously, as you guys know, that I am a DCC person, so this one is going to be chipped up, but I'm not going to be going the usual way and getting a Hornby decoder. I've gone and got a Bachmann decoder, and this one is 36-566, and it is the 8-pin Ecos Command 4-function decoder DCC with Railcom Plus built into it. Gives you a table there of all the CV settings that are set at the factory. So this is what this is set at. So if you ever forget what CV settings you have changed your chip to, you can always go back to this to refer, right, okay, acceleration was on blah blah from the factory. So that's what I need to put it back to get back to where you was. So I will be fitting this one in. I'm not going to do a chip install because that would take too long. Oh, sorry for bashing the camera there guys. So without further ado, let's get this one out of the box. So we'll take the, before we take it out of the box, let's have a look around the box. As you always, you get the explanation of the class and its history. Now there was I think only about 30 of these ever made. These were made out in Spain. They came into the UK between 1999 and 2000. When they first came over here, as I was reading the information on this, this is a 125 mile an hour loco. But when they first came over here, they was regulated to 110 because they had to make modifications to the bogies so that it could go to its full speed on the British railways. Usual, there's the top bit of it. You get the view of the top of it. So without further ado, let's get it out of the box. Quite a tight fitting this one is. It's quite tight. Let's get it out the ice cube. Give it a bit of a shake. And usual Hornby maintenance and care guides. Tells you where to oil it, where the screws are to locate it, to take the body off to fit a normal decoder, and you also can fit a sound decoder on this. Also, it explains that underneath there is a dip switch just here. The dip switch is so you can either have it as day running lights or night running lights, and it also shows you a diagram of where to fit obviously the spare parts that obviously come in a little bag. So without further ado, let's get rid of the outer sleeve. And as I said, there is your outer bag, and straight away I can see there's a lot of couplings in here. Give it a bit of a shake. So we've got the normal size couplings, and by the looks of it we've got a large size coupling in there as well. So the parts bag comes with all the brake pipes and hoses that you would expect, but it also comes with a variety of couplings in there, guys. So that's something that you will find when you buy this loco. So without further ado, let's get it out of his ice cube and get it out. So we'll just pop it on the bench there, get rid of the last of the packaging. Sorry about this, guys, 2 seconds. Right, let's get rid of the packaging. So first looks, straight away, this is a weighty loco. It's got some weight to it. Now, like I said, the bogies had to be modified. These are of a Bobo design where you got 2 sets of wheels on each bogie, whereas things like the Class 37s, 47s, Class 66s, they are known as Coco, and they have 3 sets of wheels on each bogie. The livery is very nicely picked out. Roof detail looks very nice. The grills are very, very nice and filled. Give the old test. Yep, we do have sprung loaded buffers working our way around to the front. You can see that we have got separately fitted windscreen wipers, and you can clearly see that there is no coupling in that end. And in the bag of parts, you can fit the, as you can see right up the top there, the portion that would go at the front there, so you could possibly hide at least one end. And as you can see from the other end, there is absolutely no coupler fitted to this. So straight away, you're going to have to fit 2 couplers if you want 2 couplers on this, or if you just want to put the one, and then you can put the front dam on the front, then that is up to you. But loco itself, like I said, it's very, very weighty. So I would say this would be very good up inclines, pulling a rake of coaches. Probably wouldn't be able to pull too many. I'll probably say about 7 to 8, but it'll probably pull it very effortlessly and easily. I'm not too sure if you can see this, guys, but that there is where you could fit quite a large speaker in there. So there's not one in there, I don't think, but I will have a look when I chip this up. I will have a look, see if there is a speaker in there. But you could get a nice little speaker in there. And where my thumb is here, there is the switch, so you can switch it from day running lights to nighttime running lights. So what I'm going to do, guys, I'm just going to quickly pause the camera, get this chipped up, and then I'm going to take you through how I program this, a new loco from scratch on the Ecos. Right, this is not actually, I'm not actually going to show you, sorry guys, again, knocking camera. I'm not going to show you actually to fit the decoder, but what I'm going to show you is, like I said on the bottom, I have quickly unscrewed those 2 screws, one there and one on the other side. You can get quite a nice size speaker in there. Don't think you'll get an EM2 or an EM1 in there, but you could get a fairly good size, probably definitely a double iPhone speaker in there. Now, there is no wires going straight down there. So if you was to put a sound decoder in, what you'd have to do is, obviously a lot of these sound decoders, you have to put the speaker on yourself. So what I would do if it was me, I would put the speaker in first. And I don't know if you can clearly see, guys, but there's a little area around here where there's 2 wires that go from there and head down to this switch for the day and running lights. So what you could quite easily do is take this off and thread the wires either up through that way, or if you need to solder the wires onto the speaker, I would thread the wires down through first and then solder the wires onto the speaker that way. But installing the chip, quite simple. It's literally unscrew the 4 screws, take the body off. One thing I will say, and I'm not criticising Hornby about this, but this is getting a bit old-fashioned now. With modern day technology, you have 4 brass strips at each end, and if you look closely, You can see the 4 brass tangs there that connect onto them. I mean, come on, Hornby, you've retooled this to have working headlights. Why couldn't you just go the extra little bit further and, you know, have that as a complete block, so when the unit came off, you just had to, you know, carefully rest it to the side. It wouldn't hurt. But just so that you know, guys, the lighting is done by 4 little prongs that attach to these brass strips on each end. So when you're refitting the loco body back on, guys, bear that in mind. Your lighting may be a bit hit and miss if you've got the prongs on there properly. So as you can see, guys, the decoder is a nice easy install. One thing that I will say to you is if you are using, say, like one of these harness ones from either Bachmann or Hornby, you need to make sure that the chip is back this way, because there's not much room in the roof section for a chip to be in, say, like this area here. So I've obviously had to put mine more to the grill end down the bottom. But as you can see, the body is now back on. I haven't programmed it yet. I'm going to take you through that step in a minute. But what we're going to do is, obviously, because of the old style of prongs connecting the body and the chassis for the lights, I thought we'd just make sure, double check that the lights are working. And as you can clearly see, the lights have come on, changed direction, and they've gone to red. So, brilliant. That's that section done. I'm going to quickly get this put back together, guys, put the screws in, and then we'll get to the programming. Okay, guys, the moment of truth. We are now going to program this loco as a new loco onto the system. So, first of all, let's just double make sure that the loco is working. So, I'm just going to hit the list button there, and it comes up with that screen. Let me just zoom in a bit closer. There we go. And I'm just going to click on number 3, hit enter, and let's see if we actually get movement. And as you can clearly see, the unit is now moving under control of address number 3. But we don't want address number 3, so how do we program it? So what we're going to do is you tick on the little spanner there. You then go to New Loco, Create Manually, click over, yep. Straight away, I'm going to ask it to go from address number 3, click on there, erase that one, and I'm going to put it onto 20, and click OK. And before I go any further, you can see it's trying to program on the main. You must program on programming track. We're now going to give this loco a name. So I'm just going to call this one Pullman. So Pullman, and click OK. Next we're going to go to the properties section. Before we go to properties, let's just give it a generic picture. I'm just going to click on the, looks like a big boy there. And now we're going to click on properties. And then this is where you get your functions come up. Now, we've only got working headlights on this one, so we don't need any of the functions. So we can de-tick the functions, and there's a few pages of them. That way, just, you know, saves your Ecos being cluttered on the screen with all the just F tabs there looking at you. And so we've done that. Also, while we're in the properties section, I'm going to click on the little like speedo symbol there. At the moment it's classified as speed steps. Now I want it into speed. At the moment it's in kilometers an hour. I want it in miles per hour. Now we know that these locos can do 125 miles an hour, so we'll quickly ramp this up to 125. It's 120, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Then you can click on the advanced. and you don't need to do anything in there. That's all fine. That's perfectly how we want it. But if you want to, you can do a read. Now it may put the chip back to number 3 after we've just set it, but it shouldn't do. Let's just double check in a minute. Sometimes the loco will move when it's going through this little process. As you can see, it's now going through the second part. And you can clearly see at the bottom there that it's found 36 CVs. It's detected that it is a lock pilot standards, and the manufacturer is Electronic Solutions ULM, which is obviously ESU. That shouldn't take too much longer. It's only a standard chip, it's not a sound chip. Sound chips do take a little while longer to scan, obviously, because they've got all the functions on there and they've got a lot more CV settings on there. And again, at the top there, you can clearly see it's a lock pilot standards, and you can see there decoder read success. So we go back to create loco. Yeah, it's put it back to number 3, so we'll put that back to 20. Click OK. Happy with the image, happy with the functions. Just check the speed settings. Yeah, perfect. Advanced, that's fine. So all we need to do now is the information we've just given it. We will now transmit that to the loco. Got the cursor there spinning. Once that's finished, and you hear a click from the Ecos, you know it's been done. Click the tick button, and that's it. Simple as that. And we will now put the headlights on. Make sure it's going in the right direction. And for some reason, it's not picked it up. So there's obviously something has gone wrong. So now we need to go into Edit Loco, go into Advanced, and we need to do another scan to see what's going on. Normally when I program on the programming track, I don't get an issue, but let's just let it go through its cycle and see what went wrong. Might be I've just done something wrong quickly somewhere. It's now going through the second part. So we'll quickly let that do what it's got to do. It's very unusual for the Ecos to do that. That little clicking you can hear, guys, is actually a loco there. It's the motor doing that. That's what the clicking noise is. So it's now scanned it. So we go into loco, into Edit Loco. So you can see it's put it to factory setting 3. So obviously I didn't send a command to the unit to put it to 20. So that was my fault. So again, Pullman, that's fine. All that's fine. Check the speed settings, yep, that's fine. Advanced, that's fine. Right, you need to make sure you transmit. So that was my fault. It's done that. And now, hopefully, as you can clearly see, we will release the so what we'll do is, before we do that, get rid of that, sorry. Click on there, let's click onto another unit. Now we'll select loco and we'll scroll through the list. Pullman there. And we now have command under number 20. Bring it back the other way. The lights are clearly working nicely. So absolutely brilliant. So that's how you program the Ecos with a new loco. So there you go, guys. That is the new Hornby Pullman Class 67, been chipped, now running on the railway via the Ecos. Like I said, I made a silly little mistake there by not transmitting the information I just put onto the Ecos to transmit to the decoder. So when I clicked the tick, it completely went back to factory number 3 setting. So when you're doing that, guys, always any slight alteration you do to your chips inside your locos, make sure you hit that transmit button before you click on the tick. So bit of a little tip there, guys. Something that I went wrong. I got it wrong on camera. All my hands up to it. Wasn't paying attention. Was babbling on as all I always do. So there you go. Hope you've enjoyed this video, guys. Sorry that it's taken me two to 3 months to bring this video to you guys. Like I said, I bought it about 2-3 months ago, stuck it on a pile of empty boxes, popped all the boxes into the big crate that I've got down beside me that I put all my empty boxes in. Didn't think, and I just forgotten about it, and I was having a clear up today and I came across it. I was like, oh bloody hell, I haven't done that one yet. So now it's been chipped, and like I said, I've gone to Bachmann this time for the 8-pin 4-function decoder. Thought I'd give Bachmann's version a try. A lot of my Hornby locos have got normal Hornby chips in, so I thought, you know, to be different, I'll put a Bachmann one in for once. Hope you enjoyed the video, guys. Sorry for all the rambling and babbiting on, but if you have enjoyed it, guys, and you did like the video, please hit the like button down on the left hand side as always. And if you're a subscriber, great big thumbs up, and thank you to the new subscribers that have joined me recently. Hope that you are enjoying the content so far, and I hope you enjoy future content from my channel. If you're not a subscriber, you know what to do. You can choose to click that subscribe button and follow me as we take this massive model railway behind me and in front of me to the next level with scenery, more electronics, more signals, and things like that to come. Until the next time, guys, look after yourselves, stay safe, protect our NHS, and if you want to carry on watching videos from my channel, there should be a link coming up here and here. Until the next time, guys, take care, happy modelling, bye bye from Chelmswood Junction.